So dear 9th class students, we are starting the chapter statistics. In that the first topic is collection and presentation of data. So before going to this topic, first and foremost, a student should know what is data. Okay, data means, see, it is a fact which is observed. Data means which is a fact that is observed. Okay? With a definite purpose. Fact which is observed with a definite purpose, okay, is known as data. The data can be numerical or the data can be figure, information, okay. This may be numerical or a figure. Come what it may be, it is a data. Okay? So, that is data. Data means fact that is observed with a definite purpose is known as data. Okay? This may be numerical or okay, diagrammatic. No problem. It is a data. So, presentation of data. So if you go for previous definition, data, it is a fact, okay, which is observed with a definite purpose, I said. Suppose an accident occurred, okay, a reporter will rush to that spot and he will observe the fact, okay, and he will collect the data, how many died, how many injured, like that, okay. There is a purpose for him, okay. He has to give that information to the public, and that too, okay, it is a definite information that he has to give. It is okay. So with a definite purpose is going to that place. Now coming to our next point of discussion, presentation of data. How do you present the data? There are various methods. See, for example, the observer is presenting the data as it is without bringing any change in that, okay, as it is presenting, okay. Are you following? Without bringing any change, then it is called raw data. And before going to various types of data, you have to also learn, okay, about primary data and secondary data. You learn what is data, okay. Next, types of data and then presentation of data. Please see this order: data, types of data, presentation of data, right. So types of data, there are two types of data: primary data and secondary data, okay. Primary data means the observer himself collected the data collected by observer himself. The data collected by observer himself is called primary data. The data collected through some source, it may be print media, electronic media, come what it may be. So the data collected through some source is called secondary data. So you have understood the difference between primary data and secondary data. Now coming to the point, presentation of data. One is raw data. Raw data means without bringing any changes, the observer presents the data. It is called raw data. Without bringing single change, how we collected the data on his paper, the same way is throwing on the authorities. It is called raw data. Next, arranged data or array data simply. Array data means if the raw data is put in ascending or in descending order. If the raw data is put in ascending or descending order, it is array data. For example, raw data is 10, 2, 13, 18, 15. That is raw data. So array data is 2, the next 10, next 13, next 15, next 18, or 18, 15, 13, 10, 2. So here what you are doing here, you are arranging the raw data in ascending order or in descending order, then it is called arranged data or array data. Okay. Next, frequency distribution. The third way of presenting data is frequency distribution. Ungrouped frequency distribution or simply frequency distribution. Ungrouped frequency distribution or simply frequency distribution. What is frequency distribution means? See, if the number of observations in the raw data is more, in large number, say the data is observed, then to put that a large number of data in ascending or descending order will be time consuming and a tiresome job. So what they will do is they will prepare a frequency distribution for that for that raw data which is observed. So but I am not taking, though the central idea is to use frequency distribution when the observed observations are large number, but I am not taking large number here. My central idea is to make you understand how to prepare a frequency distribution, but not practically taking 100 observations and throw on your face. Just I will take few 10 observations I will take and I'll explain how to prepare a frequency distribution. For example, 3, 5, 3, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 8. Say, these are the observations in a random order. We are not bothered about order because it is a raw data. Actually, this has to be kept in array data. But say this number is large. Think for a moment. So this number is large. You are unable to put in ascending or descending order. Then you have to prepare a frequency distribution. X stands for, okay, observation. F stands for frequency. Okay, frequency means how many times it has occurred. Okay, or you can go for tally marks and then frequency. Say take 3. How many times it is appearing in the data? 2 times. So for 3, 2 times means you have to give 2 strikes. So that frequency is 2. So 5, take 5. How many times you are seeing 5 here? Only 1 time. So give 1 strike. The frequency is 1. And next 8. How many times you are seeing 8 in this data? 2 times. Okay, give 2 strikes. Put here 2. 4. How many times you are seeing 4? 1 time. Strike 1, here number 1. Next 7. How many times you are seeing 7? That also 1 time. 1 strike, number 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so how many times you are seeing 6? Continuation of this table. How many times you are seeing 6? So 1 time, 2 times. So in tally marks 2 strikes. Okay, in frequency column it is true. Now you count 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more number is missing. That is, we have used 3, 5, okay, 8, 4, 7, 6. 8 how many times are there? 2 times are there. Once you see once, 3 how many times? So 3 2 times. Chalo. 5 how many times? 5 only 1 time. Chalo. Next 8 how many times? 1, 2. 8 2 times. Okay, chalo. Next, we did not take 2, right? So 2. 2 how many times you are seeing? 1 time. So 1 strike. Okay? In frequency it is 1. Okay? Like this all have been finished. Of course, you need not to cut this. Just to get clarity I am showing. You need not to give strike here. Okay? Just, okay. Now you count now the frequencies 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 5. 6, 7, 9, 10. So this way of presenting the data is called frequency distribution or ungrouped frequency distribution or simply frequency distribution. The purpose of this presentation is, if the raw data is in large number, to put the raw data in ascending order or descending order of magnitude, it takes time. So instead of putting raw data in as array data, it's better to present as a frequency distribution. Okay, in this first block for that various observations. Next, how many tally marks means you will strike, okay, how many times it is there, you will strike that many. Suppose it is crossed, if it is 5 times you are seeing, no, after 4 you have to just cross like this. Again you have to start, okay, taking tally marks, okay, like this. And then last column frequency. So here this stands for, if there are 2 strikes you have to put 2, here there is 1 strike, 1, like that. So finally if you add these frequencies, that sum must be same as the total number of observations. Then you are perfectly presented the data. Okay, this is about ungrouped frequency distribution. Dear student, our next presentation of data is grouped frequency distribution. So When do the grouped frequency distribution will come into the picture? See, if the observations, number of observations is so large, the observations are in large number, and almost all the observations are distinct, different. Are you following? If the observations are in large number and all the observations are different, okay, distinct, different, then it is again difficult to present the data as a ungrouped frequency distribution. So in that situation we use grouped frequency distribution. So observations are in large number and all observations are different. In this case, the ungrouped frequency distribution may not be so useful. So we'll bring grouped frequency distribution in this case. So in the grouped frequency distribution, what we'll do is, okay, we'll take some groups like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, like this. We take some groups which are known as classes. Okay, we'll take groups and then we take in that group, okay, how many observations are present, that frequency we take. So it is called grouped frequency distribution. Here you have to learn some important terminology. In the grouped frequency distribution, usually you will get the words like lower limit, lower limit. So in a group or in a class, okay, the least value is called lower limit. In a group or in a class, okay, the highest value is called upper limit. So suppose as far as this class is concerned, least value is 0, highest value is 10. So okay, lower limit is 0 and the upper limit is 10. That lower limit, upper limit, okay, differs from class to class. Suppose if you take this class, then the lower limit is 10, upper limit is 20. Understood what is lower limit and upper limit? Now we are going to discuss about various grouped frequency distributions. There are two types of grouped frequency distributions. One is exclusive form, or this is also called continuous form. I'll explain what are these forms. Next, inclusive form. It is discontinuous form. Did you understand? So in exclusive form, okay, only lower limit is included and the upper limit is excluded. Okay, that is why it is called exclusive form. Suppose 0 to 10 is there, no? We include 0 and we exclude 10 from this class. Are you following? So that is called exclusive form, continuous form. In exclusive form, upper limit is excluded. Next, inclusive form or discontinuous form. In discontinuous form, both lower and upper limits of a class are included. So suppose if you take 0 to 10 and it is called inclusive form, if both 0 is included and as well 10 is included, both lower and upper limits are included, it is called inclusive form. If upper limit is excluded, then it is called exclusive form. Understood? So there are two types of presenting a grouped frequency distribution. It is one is in exclusive form and another is in inclusive form. In exclusive form, okay, the upper limits are excluded in a class. In inclusive form, okay, both lower and upper limits are included in that class. Understood?